Psychological hacks to make him fall for you, 10 secrets he can't resist. Have you ever wondered what truly makes someone fall for you? What if there were powerful psychological triggers that could make him develop a deep connection with you without you needing to do anything dramatic or forced? Imagine having the ability to effortlessly draw him closer, making him fall for you in a way that feels natural and irresistible. What if you could spark moments that leave him wanting more, creating a bond that he can't quite put his finger on but can't resist? Well, here's your chance to learn exactly how to do that. In this video, we're revealing 10 powerful psychological hacks that will help you capture his heart and make him fall for you in ways that go beyond simple attraction. These aren't just tricks or tips, they're deep, psychologically proven strategies that work on a subconscious level, making him feel an undeniable pull toward you. Whether you're looking to make a lasting impression or deepen an existing connection, these secrets will give you the tools to foster a bond that is real, magnetic, and irresistible. Curious to know how? Keep watching to discover the powerful techniques that will make him fall for you in ways you won't be able to resist. Ready to unlock the secret? Let's get started. 1. Be mysterious. Why is it that some people seem to have a magnetic pull, while others simply fade into the background? The answer often lies in mystery. Being mysterious isn't about being secretive or dishonest. It's about creating an aura of intrigue that keeps people coming back for more. Think about it, when someone shares everything about themselves too quickly, the excitement tends to fade, but when they leave some things to the imagination, it keeps you wanting to discover more about them. Imagine this scenario: you're at a party, deeply engrossed in conversation with him, you're both having a great time, but as things get really interesting, you glance at your watch and casually say, "Oh, I've got to run, but let's continue this another time." Now, you've got him hooked. He's left wondering why you're leaving, what you're up to, and what other layers of you he hasn't yet uncovered. This sudden change in the dynamic sparks curiosity and makes him want to know more about you. The key here is pacing. Don't give away too much too soon. Instead, leave him with just enough to spark his curiosity. You're not being evasive or playing games. You're creating a sense of mystery that will naturally draw him closer. If every moment with you feels like turning the page of a fascinating book, he'll be hooked, always wanting to know what happens next. So, how can you add a dash of mystery to your conversations? Next time someone asks about your weekend plans, don't give a detailed itinerary. Instead, say something like, "I've got something exciting planned, but it's a bit of a secret, I'll tell you next time we talk." This simple act of withholding a little information will leave him thinking about you long after you've walked away. 2. Use compliments sparingly. Compliments are a great way to make someone feel special. But there's a fine line between giving a genuine compliment and sounding like you're just flattering them. The key to truly making him feel appreciated and valued is to be specific, meaningful, and sincere in your compliments. Think about the last time someone complimented you on something that felt really genuine. Wasn't it the most memorable? Men, too, have a deep desire to be recognized for their unique qualities, but it's not always about how they look. Sure, telling him he's handsome or has a great smile is nice. But what about acknowledging something more meaningful about his personality or actions? Picture this: you're having coffee together, and he makes a sharp observation about the quirky decor in the cafe. Instead of saying the usual "that's funny," you look at him and say, "I love how you notice those little details. It really shows how observant you are." By praising him for something specific about his personality or attention to detail, you tap into his need for validation in a deeper way. It's not just about flattery. It's about recognizing his qualities that truly make him unique. Compliment his creativity, his intelligence, or the way he handles a difficult situation with grace. This type of praise makes him feel seen and respected on a level that goes beyond physical attraction. And remember, it's all about being genuine, instead of a generic, "You're so smart." Try something like, "The way you explained that complicated topic really helped me understand it. You have a real talent for making things clear." These small, thoughtful compliments will not only make him feel good in the moment, but they'll also leave a lasting impression. You'll be someone who truly notices the special qualities that make him, well, him. 3. Mirror his behavior. What if I told you that you could actually increase your connection with him just by subtly mimicking his actions, gestures, and even the way he speaks? It might sound simple, but it's actually a powerful psychological technique that can create an instant bond and strengthen attraction. When you mirror someone, you essentially create a feeling of unity and harmony, making them feel more comfortable and connected to you. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone and felt like you were in perfect sync, even though you didn't say anything out loud about it? That feeling of understanding is often the result of mirroring. Imagine you're in a conversation with him, and he leans forward as he speaks, expressing interest in the topic, without even thinking about it. You lean forward too. Then, if he speaks in a soft tone, you match his pace and volume. Before you know it, you're both operating on the same wavelength, creating a deeper, almost subconscious connection. This phenomenon, known as mirroring, is a subtle yet powerful tool to create rapport. It's often done instinctively when we feel comfortable with someone. You might find yourself copying his hand gestures or posture without realizing it, but the key to using mirroring intentionally is to do it in a natural, subtle way. If you copy every move he makes, it will seem forced and off-putting. Instead, pay attention to his body language, tone of voice, and even his pace of speaking, and gently mirror it. By doing so, you signal to him that you're in sync, creating an unspoken bond that will increase his attraction to you. Mirroring allows both of you to feel understood, and it fosters a deeper, more meaningful connection. 4. Show independence. When it comes to attraction, there's something incredibly magnetic about someone who is self-sufficient, confident, and has a life outside of their relationship. One of the biggest mistakes people often make in relationships is becoming overly reliant on their partner for happiness or validation. Men, in particular, are drawn to women who have their own lives, interests, and passions. Why? Because it shows that you value yourself and your time. Imagine this scenario: you've made plans to meet up with him, but there's something you've been looking forward to doing for a while, like a photography class you've been signed up for. Instead of canceling it to spend time with him, you tell him, "I'd love to, but I've got this photography class I've been looking forward to. How about we meet up this weekend instead?" In doing this, you show him that you have your own life, interests, and commitments that are non-negotiable. This kind of independence signals to him that you're self-assured, and you don't rely on anyone else to complete you. And that, my friend, is incredibly attractive. When you have your own passions and continue to pursue them, you become more interesting and less predictable. Men are drawn to women who are confident enough to live their own lives and don't feel the need to seek constant validation from others. By showing him that you're content on your own, he'll naturally want to be a part of your world. The best part? When you value your own time and interests, he'll start to value you even more. 5. Use subtle touches. The power of touch is often underestimated, but it can play a crucial role in building emotional and physical connection. Physical touch is one of the most primal forms of communication, and it can convey affection, trust, and warmth without you needing to say a single word. But here's the catch: it has to be subtle and natural. Imagine you're walking side by side, having a deep conversation, and you suddenly make a point. You reach out and briefly touch his arm as you emphasize what you're saying. It's a simple, fleeting gesture, but it's enough to create a feeling of intimacy between the two of you. Physical touch, even in its most subtle form, triggers a connection that words often can't. The reason this works is because touch activates the release of oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone. This hormone promotes feelings of trust and closeness, which makes him feel more emotionally connected to you. Subtle touches, like brushing his arm, placing your hand on his shoulder, or lightly touching his hand during an intimate conversation, can strengthen your bond and make him feel closer to you. But it's important to keep it appropriate and respectful. Don't overdo it, and be mindful of his boundaries. The goal isn't to make him uncomfortable, but to create a natural sense of connection. Over time, these small, thoughtful touches will create a sense of emotional intimacy and can accelerate the attraction between the two of you. 6. Challenge him. There's something irresistible about a woman who can keep a man on his toes. Men are naturally drawn to women who challenge them, keep things interesting, and make them work to win their attention. This doesn't mean playing games or being difficult, but rather engaging in playful debates or presenting different perspectives in a way that makes him think. Think about it: when everything is too easy, when you always agree with him, things can get dull. But when you challenge him in a light-hearted way, it creates a sense of intrigue and excitement. Imagine you're having a casual conversation and he makes a bold claim about something trivial, like the best pizza topping. Instead of simply agreeing, you playfully challenge him. "I can't believe you think pineapple belongs on pizza. You're going to have to convince me on that one." This challenge isn't meant to start an argument, but to engage in a playful back and forth that keeps him on his toes. A little friendly debate or teasing creates an exciting dynamic where he feels the need to prove himself to you. It keeps him captivated and ensures that your interactions remain dynamic and unpredictable. This also shows him that you're confident enough to express your own opinions and aren't afraid to stand your ground. Men find this independence of thought attractive because it signals that you have your own views and aren't easily swayed. So, next time, don't be afraid to challenge him, it'll make you more intriguing and keep him coming back for more. 7. Display confidence. Confidence is one of the most attractive qualities you can have. And it's not just about how you look, it's about how you carry yourself. When you walk into a room with your head held high, make confident eye contact, and speak clearly, you're sending out a message without saying a word. I know my worth, and I'm comfortable in my own skin. Confidence draws people in because it signals that you are comfortable with who you are and that you don't need validation from others to feel good about yourself. Imagine this: you walk into a room, and there's an undeniable energy about you. You don't have to announce your accomplishments or tell everyone about your latest achievements, you simply exude confidence through your body language and demeanor. Men are drawn to women who radiate self-assurance because it makes them feel more at ease around you. Confidence doesn't mean being arrogant or boastful. Rather, it's about knowing your value and being comfortable in your own skin. When you are confident, others naturally gravitate towards you. This self-assurance also makes you more attractive because you don't seek approval from anyone else. You stand tall, speak with conviction, and accept compliments with grace. And when you truly believe in your own value, you become irresistible. 8. Appeal to his protective instinct. Have you ever noticed how men often step into hero mode when they sense that someone needs help? This instinct is hardwired into many men. They feel good when they can protect, assist, or offer their expertise. Tapping into this instinct can create powerful moments of connection between you two, strengthening the emotional bond and building his attraction toward you. It's all about giving him opportunities to step up and show that he's capable, strong, and valuable in your life. But here's the key: don't overdo it or act helpless. It's not about playing the damsel in distress, but rather creating subtle moments where you can ask for his help or opinion, making him feel needed and appreciated. For instance, imagine you're struggling with a stubborn jar lid. You could easily ask him, "Could you give me a hand with this? I think you're the perfect person for the job." His reaction is likely to be a sense of pride in being able to help, as well as a deeper sense of connection with you. It's a small, seemingly insignificant moment, but it works wonders in showing that you trust him and value his input. Another example: maybe you're making a decision and you ask for his advice. This reinforces his protective instincts while giving him the feeling that his opinion matters to you. By allowing him to step in and contribute in small ways, you're telling him that you see him as capable, strong, and integral to your life. When you let him help, you foster a sense of trust and importance, which makes him feel more invested in your relationship. It's an emotional and psychological trigger that can make him feel closer to you, as well as more protective, which can only deepen his feelings of affection. So, next time you need help with something, don't hesitate to lean on his strengths. It can create the perfect opportunity for emotional intimacy and connection. 9. Create shared experiences. What's the one thing that binds people together like nothing else? Shared experiences. Think back to the times when you've created lasting memories with someone, whether it was an adventure, a funny mishap, or an experience that brought you both closer. These moments don't have to be huge life events. It's the small, unique experiences you create together that form lasting connections. That's why it's so powerful to suggest activities that allow you both to bond over new experiences. When you introduce him to something fun or exciting, you're not just spending time together, you're creating memories that will stay with you both. For example, instead of the typical dinner date, why not suggest something a bit more adventurous, like a rock climbing class or a hike in nature? These experiences give you a chance to challenge each other, laugh together, and perhaps even stumble a little as you try something new. It's the shared joy and even the little moments of awkwardness that create a sense of closeness and deepen the connection. Think about trying something that's new to both of you. It could be a cooking class, a pottery workshop, or even volunteering together for a cause you both care about. When you experience something new together, it creates a bond that words can't replicate. It's not just about the activity itself, it's about how you both navigate the experience together. Whether you're helping each other through a tough climb or joking around during a cooking disaster, these shared memories will become part of the foundation of your connection. These moments give you something to talk about, laugh over, and remember, forming inside jokes and unique memories that only the two of you share. In turn, this makes your bond stronger and more lasting. By building these shared experiences, you're creating a connection that goes beyond just surface-level conversation and helps your relationship deepen in an organic way. 10. Be playfully unpredictable. Routine can be comforting, but it can also become boring over time. Predictability in relationships. while it can provide stability, often leads to a lack of excitement. That's where playfully unpredictable behavior comes in. It's the key to keeping things fresh and exciting. Men are naturally drawn to women who can surprise them, shake things up, and keep them on their toes. It adds an element of mystery and fun to the relationship, preventing it from becoming too routine or dull. The best part? Being unpredictably playful doesn't mean being erratic or unreliable. It's about introducing a sense of adventure into your interactions. For instance, if you typically meet him for your usual Friday night movie night, why not surprise him with tickets to an improved show or a spontaneous trip to a new cafe instead? As you smile and say, "I thought we could shake things up a bit tonight," you're introducing an element of excitement that he wasn't expecting. This keeps him intrigued and interested, wondering what other surprises you might have in store. Predictability can sometimes lead to stagnation, but unpredictability fuels curiosity and adventure. Another simple way to be unpredictably playful is to switch up your usual routine. If you always text him first, try giving him a call instead. If you tend to plan your dates ahead of time, surprise him with spontaneous plans on a whim. The key is to introduce novelty into your interactions, making him feel like he never knows exactly what to expect, but in a fun and lighthearted way. Being unpredictable is all about keeping the excitement alive in your relationship without overwhelming or confusing him. It's about adding spice to your connection by showing that you're spontaneous, adventurous, and full of surprises. So, next time you feel like things are getting a little too routine, mix it up. You'll be amazed at how such small changes can have a big impact on keeping the relationship fresh and engaging. Your unpredictability will keep him excited to see what comes next.